Because we had even to go to the village where she comes from, try find the family, so that
for real?
yeah, so that they give us the story.
What's up, good people? How are you doing? My name is Shiko and this is SPM Buzz. We are coming to you from SPM Buzz Studios and I have an amazing set today. I'll give them an opportunity to introduce themselves, and as they say, ladies first, so we go by that rule.
Okay.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. My name is Gedhoni Waweru.
Yes.
Singer, songwriter,
Hey.
actor na zingine mingi.
I know. Zingine unaweza taja?
Zenye hazitusaidi sana.
Okay, we get it.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Yeah, na mimi naitwa James Makeri.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here. Yes, I'm an actor, filmmaker. Yes.
You can hear the title. Sijui hata mimi niendeleze zangu, but
Tunaweza taka kusikia.
when I get a chance to sit on that other side, then I'll give them.
Now we can just switch.
Tunaweza
No,
badilisha.
not today, tafadhali. I wasn't ready. But you guys are good?
Yeah.
Karibuni
Good.
sana ndani ya SPM.
Thank you so much.
Now, I've seen that poster. You guys have a show from the 2nd to the 4th of, that is in May.
May, yes.
Please tell us a little bit about that, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a show coming up from the 2nd to the 4th of May, as she has said. It's a story of the phenomenal Makeri. Because it's a show in Kikuyu. Just to clarify, because people have been asking.
Yeah.
It will be performed on stage in Kikuyu. So it's a story of Makeri. Makeri was the first female chief in the 1900s. So it was unheard of. It was something that had never happened before. And so that is why we thought it would be beautiful to tell her story, to just walk her journey with her now, seeing how difficult it is for women to rule even now.
Yeah.
So we just explore and see what she had, what that special thing she had, what it was and what made her become who she was. Because even now, much as there's not much information about her out there, we still know her by name. We still know her name. And so just exploring everything.
And you know, I love the way, not to be tribal, but I love the way Kikuyus are now getting in the game. Right now we have the play, we have had even other, I'll call them, don't want to call them festivals, but we had Ngemi the other day, did so well, and I love it. Now, we'll want to know maybe what roles you guys will be playing in this exact play. Maybe Tanzania wewe.
Okay. Mimi kama there's several roles we're going to be playing on stage because as the story is being told, it's a 1902 setup, a village setup, so it has so many characters in it. So we'll have very many roles to play ukiwa actor mmoja, and pale ndani there's also music, so it's a musical play. So kuna watu wanaimba, wana dance, so there are many roles that mtu mmoja atakuwa anafanya. Several of us.
Who came up with the whole idea of having this now get to the theaters?
Well, our director, so we are part of a production called Kwandego Production. Kwandego. So if Kikuyus know that katam, ulikuwa unauliza mzazi, mama naenda wapi, anakuambia daddy Kwandego. So we have a production company called Kwandego Productions. The producer is Rose or Mwana Mwende. The production manager is Maria Nyambura, and then there is the director who is Lawrence, who came up with the idea and the concept to stage this. And I think he had the idea before, but we needed to set up the production first and get the numbers before we do such a grand story. And it felt like this is the right time now for it. And we're here.
Allow me to ask you this. Maybe before, have you done other plays?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been on stage. Kwandego ama?
Yes.
The Kwandego production has done. This is the 4th play.
No,
this is the third play. Yes.
What? The first and the second?
We did Hutia Kirema.
Guza
Mlima. Yeah, true.
We did Hutia Kirema. It was also a musical.
Yes.
And then we did the second one we did was Hey, ona vile nasahau title.
Ugangwe, yes. Ugangwe.
Sema ngwe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was also a musical. So unajua lazima test ground uone vile kuko. And the reception was really, really good. And the fact that we are changing how theatre is done, the fact that we are bringing different concepts and exploring vitu kama music on stage, not just a 2-hour play where we're just seated and, engaging our audience as well. So it's a very wholesome experience. So after your reception tukona, let us do something that represents our culture. Let us tell a story
of heroes we had about.
Heroes,
yeah. I already feel some kind of regret the fact that I missed the first and the second because they look kind of interesting. Because tell me, Hutia Murema.
Hutia Kirema.
Yeah, Kirema.
They are you.
I know.
Guza Mulema.
Jaribu. Yeah, but thank God we now know.
Yes.
At least we're keeping. But for the sake of someone out there, I don't know whether you have pages where you post these plays and things like that, social media platforms, things like that.
Yes, at Kwandego Productions on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X. So you find us there, TikTok, Kwandego Production. All details are there. The show is on 2nd, 3rd and 4th of May, Kenya National Theatre. Tickets are selling. The tickets are almost sold out. We only have advance tickets for Sunday. Right?
Saturday and
Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. So people should get their tickets as early as now.
On the social media platforms, tafadhali naomba sijui if we can do the spelling for the Bont House because writing in Kikuyu and how you pronounce.
But even spelling for Kikuyu is very difficult because now we will start K na W na A
kwa na n
sasa kwanza first we need to establish ni wa CBC ama
ni wale ni millennials.
Sasa ni A ama ni A.
Apple A for
I'm very sure mtu angetaka
tomato
siwa CBC.
So yes, it's KWA, that's kwa. And then NDEGO, Kwadego. Yes.
Yeah, so you can follow the pages on all platforms. Usikwe kama mimi who missed out on the first and the second. Right now, we have the third. So make sure you do not miss on that.
Yes.
Now let me ask you something. These stories are done in Kikuyu. Has it been a little maybe hard for you, especially the fact that you guys are doing, for example, this one, you're doing it in Nairobi. Has it been maybe hard for you?
No. When I joined theatre in 2011.
Yes.
And when I joined, I did set books for one time and then moved into Kikuyu public shows now. And Kikuyu public shows were a thing.
Yeah.
Because at that time, there were even other productions that were doing plays in English and some in Swahili, some in other languages.
Yeah.
But the Kikuyu shows have always dominated theatre. I don't know, maybe it's because we are big in numbers.
Yeah. And everywhere.
Yeah. And also, again, because I feel like Wakikuyu tunajipenda sana. We take pride in who we are. So ukisikia kuna kitu inaguzana na Wakikuyu, people really run there. And we really thank God for that. So even now, we are trying to revive Kikuyu theatre because after COVID, ilienda dead for a while. So I feel good that now that we're trying to revive it, we're getting the reception we're getting. And the journey has been really nice.
Looks like you have done it for quite a while now in Kikuyu. For how long?
For more than 10 years.
Damn.
In Kikuyu?
10 years.
No, almost 10 years.
Good.
Around 8 years hapo.
Wow.
For you?
Okay. Almost there. I joined theatre back in 2015. Yeah. So it's almost 10. Let me say it's almost 10.
Almost 10.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that one thing that you really now love about doing it in Kikuyu and not any other language?
It feels so, I feel at home. When I'm telling stories, because I'm telling stories in my language. I don't have to, it's not far-fetched, you understand? So it's very close home. And I'm telling, most of the time, because of even the way of thinking, we tell stories that relate to us, stories that relate to Kikuyus. And the other thing is, you see, the thing about theatre is the direct response audience wako hapo. If they love you, they love you. If they don't feel you, they don't feel you. The intimacy of your art being received by this person directly and you receiving what they are feeling directly. It just feels good, and it feels better now when it's in Kikuyu, because like, for example, you see the way I said Kwandego and you related instantly. You see, that is our thing. Anybody else would have taken some time or we would have needed to explain. The other thing is because mostly we combine plays with comedy. Jokes za Kikuyu kuna vile zina slap pingi.
No lie.
Kuna vile zina slap pingi. Yani, if you tell this joke in another language, bado.
For you, what do you love maybe the most about doing it in Kikuyu?
As she said, it's who I am. I'm Kikuyu, so it won't be hard for me to find myself there, or the footing on stage or language, whatever way. I won't struggle that much. It's not like the other kind of plays where you have to research more in English, more things. So when it's more of Kikuyu, you see, even when you're researching for Kikuyu, you have your parents, you have your grandmother. It's easy for you to find material. Yes.
When people see you, when people listen to you, they'll probably think, hey, jamani awasi, sini bontaus. Is it something that maybe...
Sini wakukam.
Mlikuja mjini.
Tulikuja kutafuta do. Hatucheki.
So is it something that you probably also had like do I call it like a calling ama tulikuwa nazitaje?
Passion,
as you grew up.
I remember for me, I grew up listening to a lot of vernacular radio, and my dad was a fan of Kikuyu music, so he used to buy a lot of Kikuyu music. So I grew up listening to like Dematthew, the legendary. So from that and listening to people like the veterans, you know, Kina PM Squared, those are people who made me have an interest in Kikuyu. Actually, at that time, I didn't even know theater existed. But I just knew I love the language. I love how it feels. I love how it flows on the tongue. I love how when people make art with it, for example, like music, it sounds beautiful. Like if I listen to a song by Dematthew and I listen to a song by Beyonce, it is not giving me the same feeling. And I loved that about Kikuyu.
With the developments we have right now, this question is for you. Do you feel like culture is being embraced like it was before? Ama kuna venye inaenda ikididimia?
Culture inaenda ikididimia. It's not like before. The modernization inakam ikitake over, but kuna practices zenye zinabaki na kuna some things watu wanaona we can do away without. So I would say culture iko. Let's preserve what we can, and whatever we can modernize, let's modernize it.
Let's talk about the play that is coming up on from the 4th to the 2nd to 4th. So what should people expect maybe?
Well,
awesomeness.
People should expect a lot, everything actually. Because the way we do our shows, we've told you they are musicals, so we have music in the shows, we have actors in the show, we have dancers in the show. So we're using all this, and then now you see it's a story of a phenomenal woman. So we trying to get the perfect angles to tell this story without changing the story, but again with the creative freedom and making it more fun for people to enjoy. So we will have so much na ni vizuri hapo tunitaje. Tuko na folk fusion kwa pande ya music. If you know folk fusion, if you've been to Ngemi, you know folk fusion, and they're doing a really good job. Because I'm leading the music department. So tumekuwa tukifanya like you guys have no idea. Zile mautamu tuko nazo.
Ndo maana amevaa rings juu yeye ni ring leader.
Wow.
That was so smooth, I say. But anyway, how many people do you have maybe on set, especially for this specific play that is coming up?
On stage will be more than 14 people.
More than 14?
Because they are musicians, they are dancers, choreographers, those actors. there are so many people on stage, but the good thing is that it's a rehearsed thing. So a good number that will give enough entertainment and awesome entertainment. Yes.
This is happening at the Kenya National Theatre,
Yes.
The main auditorium.
Yeah, it's Friday, Saturday and Sunday?
Friday, Saturday and Sunday, yes.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Now, I know there's someone out there who will be asking, yes, it's in Nairobi. Are you guys maybe thinking of doing it maybe elsewhere?
Mnatutaka wapi? Mnatutaka wapi?
Sababu unajua kuna watu watasema kitu sipelekwe Murima.
Unajua hata ni hao wametuweka, si tuko kwa barabara.
Sisi watuite.
Mshapa.
Wafika ndo tumetapatana Muthaiga.
Mafuta imewekwa.
Tusimame Keno.
Tusimame Keno kama kawaida. Alafu tuende mahali tunafaa kuenda. Waseme tu wanataka wapi, we'll get there.
And I think on that point, something I would want to add is because this is a story of our culture, which is not only for Kikuyu. Even other tribes know Wangú, Makeri. So if you're there, especially the people in the government, the governors, what's not, because they're the ones who run the counties. If you'd want us to come and perform in your county or whatever, just reach us through our social media platforms at Kwandego. If you're there and you just private, whatever, and you would like us to come and perform wherever, just contact us. Tuko tu hapo and we're ready.
It's a story about a woman in power. Something, maybe we are seeing it, we don't know. There are so many myths, stories here about Wangu. So let's see what she did, what you know about her, and what you don't know about her. Those are the kind of things that will be on the show.
I know I should have asked this question before, but since nimeikumbuka, acha tu niulize sasa hivi. Who exactly picked this specific story and why this specific story? I understand it's not just like any other story. Because given the times, it's a lady in power, and during that, not just a normal story. Who exactly picked it?
The director,
Lawrence Morage.
Zile zingine pia bado ni yeye?
Hiyo kazi yake yote.
Now, for example, mtu kama mimi, zile ambazo umefanya before, we will probably want to do the first, the second, before we now get to May 2nd to 4th. Are there links or probably where you can get the plays that you've done before?
Yeah, there's a plan to have the plays on YouTube. Kwandego on YouTube. Oh, I forgot. On YouTube, Pia subscribe. Kwandego Productions. Yes. So
when should we expect to have the first, the second on YouTube? Maybe are there dates? So far, so good.
I won't be sure. I'm not sure about the dates, but I know before the show, before the show, there will be a short film first that will be dropping. Wangu Makeri short film on YouTube, and then maybe before there will be one play, or maybe after a play will be dropped. Yes.
We have a very, very nice girl behind the digital marketing, kanaitwa Shiro. So labda hizo ni maswali Shiro
atatuambia hakutupea mwa Kenya
lakini kuna
mpango iko, hiyo tunajua iko imetengwa.
Kitu hata tunangoja.
Tumengoja tu lounge.
Tunajua tukianza kuongea tutachoma. Hii mambo ya kutenga hii hatuko sure kama inatengwa,
lakini ni mimi niko mwisho. Ni mimi ni sawa.
But anyway, the plan is there. Tunangoja tu zero liwe out.
You were saying something, yeah?
I was saying kitu tunangoja ni more people to subscribe on the channel, because again we don't want to have less numbers seeing the plays. So watu wa subscribe kwa hiyo YouTube channel ya Kwandego Production, hapo ndio tutaweka kila kitu.
Are there challenges maybe that you face now in whatever you guys do?
Everything has challenges, but I feel like the major challenge for us now is being misunderstood, because even now as we're marketing this show, kuna so much, you see now, like the way we've been telling you, there's so many myths behind this story. So to even convince people to come and watch the show and see and just help us and be with us as we explore all angles, that's one challenge. The other challenge is sometimes it feels like we are doing this ourselves, all right? Like without the help of maybe the government, you know, which would play a big role and a huge role in, especially for a show like this we're doing where we are reserving culture and history. I feel like if we had a little more support, it would have gone a long way. But baby steps too, baby steps.
For you, do you feel like there's a challenge that maybe she hasn't mentioned?
Okay, there are so many challenges, but the one yenye tumepatana nayo, especially during this time ya Wangu, ni finding more about Wangu. I feel bad that Wangu was a chief. She was someone in government, but there is no enough information about her. So our storage yetu ya history iko mbaya, because we don't have enough information about Wangu, because we had even to go to the village where she comes from, try find family, so that so that they give us the story, so that we know about Wangu better.
For how long have you guys maybe been working for this specific project that is coming up next month?
1.5 months now.
What was because you mentioned traveling all the way to
Murang'a.
Koibi, Wethaga.
The information about where she came from was available,
Yes.
But not...
what's not available is what happened during her reign, like during her time, what really happened, those instances. You can remember the stories of, maybe you know of Jomo Kenyatta, you know what happened. Like before that, we didn't have a proper way of having our information stored, because I don't know if we can find information easily for Mekatilirwa Menza, you know, such names. But if we, like for Wangu, you know, we struggled, but at least whatever we have a story for Wangu.
And I feel like to add on it, as a woman now, even when we're doing research for the play, the thing that stands out more is the story of Wangu. The way it's documented, it's documented by men. You understand? So that is why I feel like we lack some details, because it is only from a man's perspective. And it's a struggle, because when you tell a story like this, you want to represent the facts as they are without changing anything. But still, if you don't have enough information, you might alter some things that maybe, as he's saying, we know that she ruled as a female chief. But we don't know her achievements as a chief. We don't know the impact she had as a chief. And it is clear there was impact, because she is still a name to date. We might not know much about her, but we know there was a Wangú or Makeri. And she must have been a very strong woman, and in terms of even leadership, for men to even feel threatened, because towards the end of her reign, something was planned against her. So we are trying from our end, because we can only do too much with the information we have. But trust me, the show will be fire. And I feel like from now, this is also a challenge to other creatives out there, to the people who may have these stories, these historical stories. Let's tell them. Let's teach them. Because I feel like the reason why we're losing the culture and losing the traditions we used to have is because the people with this information want to hold it back, or even commercialize it, or even, you know, let's tell the stories. Because we will never know where we're going if we don't know where we're coming from.
And even we don't know who we are.
True.
Allow me to take you a little bit back. Kuna kitu imeniguza sana, that you guys had to travel all the way to her village. Given that this is a story from the 19th, uko ikianza.
1900s.
Were there people who were able to give like... Isn't it close to 110 years ago,
tulipata. Tulipata great grandson. Great grandson of Wangu wa Makeri. So he told us the story, or alitupea story yenye
like alikuwa anajua, like ameambiwa.
Ameambiwa. So and the interesting thing is, even in that area, people feel the presence of Wangu, because they even tell, even now mpaka wa leo MCA huko ni mwanamke. So
Actually, the word is called Wangu ward.
Wangu ward. So you can
from her name?
Yeah. So you can tell there she had a lot of impact in Uko, and it's so sad that we don't have the nini is not
details.
The details are not.
Yeah.
We can't even tell this is where she was buried. This is where
tukiendelea hivi naona tukipreempt go get your tickets cause that's quite a story. As we wind up, where do they get the tickets?
Tickets ziko madfan.com. Na tickets ni zimebaki kidogo, please. Zimebaki kidogo. They're only going for 2,000 shillings. We have sold out the Friday show. So we're only remaining with tickets for Saturday, and 7 p.m. and Sunday, 7 p.m. Tickets, okay. Za Saturday zimeisha pia. Sahi tukiwa tu hapa kwa set.
So Friday and Saturday is gone.
Sold out. So we only have tickets for Sunday. Sunday 7 p.m. Ziko madfan.com. Madfan.com. Just go there, search Wagua Makeri. Wagua Makeri. Imeandikwa tu vizuri sana. Wagua Makeri. View tickets pia utapata tickets. So grab your tickets. Tupatane 2nd, 3rd and 4th of May.
All right, again turudia to the social media platforms.
Kwandego Productions on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, Kwandego Production. Yes.
All right, thank you so much guys for coming here, and you guys are doing an amazing job. I love the fact that we are in a way preserving our culture. I am going to check my calendars and see whether I can get a chance on Sunday, since Friday and Saturday are all gone. But asanteni sana, continue doing the great job, and God do our bless. Ata amid these challenges, He'll always find a way.
Now that we're here, I have to say shout out to SPM Buzz. Shout out to you guys for changing the game, and we see what you're doing and really appreciate you.
Asanteni
and thank you so much for having us.
Karibuni. I don't know whether you guys have like personal social media platforms.
Gadhoni Dival on all social media platforms.
And Makeri James. Everywhere.
Okay.
Instagram, X, yes.
Thank you so much. Remember to take your tafadhali zimebakia za Sunday pekee. You can see the rate at which these tickets are being sold out. Go get your tickets from Madfan, sorry. What other
View tickets.
And View Ticket. Go make sure you get your tickets for this amazing project coming up on May 2nd to 4th. But remember, zimebakia za 4th pekee. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I've been your host, Shiko Gitau. Follow us on all platforms at SPMBuzzKE. Find me too at I_am Shiko Gitau.
SPM Buzz.